Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Nice to see you again. I want to make a new video on a special topic. I have created a new word, which is home polyglot. And I say about myself that I am a home polyglot. And this word has an opposite word, which is a travel polyglot. So a home polyglot is not a travel polyglot, and sometimes there are mixtures. Some people are a bit of a home polyglot and a bit of a travel polyglot, but in my case, I am a real home polyglot. And I think this is a current topic before the Polyglot conference in Budapest, which will take place in May, in upcoming May. And there will be a lot of travel polyglots meeting up and having conversations in many different languages, and they will follow lectures. But what will I do? I will stay at home at my place of residence. And if I'm lucky, I can watch a bit on YouTube, but I will not be present at this conference. And that's why, because I'm a home polyglot, that this is a person who is has been learning languages for many years. That's what I've done, and is occupied with language learning, Skype contacts, letter correspondence, email correspondence, forum activities, and all these interesting things where I can use my foreign languages. But I will not be in an immersion situation in a foreign country, because my situation is so, and it will remain that way, that I have a kind of circle around my place of residence where I can move, where I can take the tram or take the train to the next town, which is perhaps 25 kilometers away, and I can visit my language course, or I can go to Venlo, the border town nearby, to have a look in the city there, have a look at the bookshop or so. But I will never be able to to travel through Europe or to live in a foreign country or such things. This is really impossible for me, and that is the difference between me and travel polyglots, as per forward Richard and Luca, who are well known on YouTube and who have the life experience that they can live in foreign countries for years or months, or they can travel to one conference in Russia, and one conference in Italy, and one conference in Hungary, and some next conferences in some other countries. So this is for me. It's a different world. It's a world where I do not belong to. I would like to have all these opportunities, but my life is as it is. I have to stay here where I am, use the internet. I can use the internet. I have the privilege of having a computer with an internet connection, so I can have my Skype contacts and speak different languages, which with some Facebook friends, for example. Uh, uh, it's very useful for my language practice, but the genuine experience as a tourist, as a travel polyglot who visits different countries and speaks with the local population, and who living in guest families for several weeks, or all these experiences. I cannot have these experiences because My life is as it is, and I have my financial limits. And I can imagine that other people are in the same situation as I am. I'm thinking, for example, of people living in poor countries where generally the population cannot travel around and they have to live where they are, and they have to adapt to the circumstances which they have. So I think that I'm not the only home polyglot or home language learner. I think that I'm not an exception in my situation. But when I watch the internet and read uh, about people who are known on YouTube, I get the impression that they're all traveling and traveling. Everybody is traveling, and this gives perhaps a wrong perspective. I think there are many more home language learners and home polyglots than I can think of. So I would like to have your feedback on this video, because it's easier for me to accept, for example, the fact that I cannot attend a polyglot conference when there are many others who also would like to meet some interesting language people, and they have to stay at home where they live and use their Skype connections and communicate on Facebook, post in the language forum, or favorite things, what they can do, read in the internet, and study their textbooks and all these modern means of communication and means of language usage, but without having the possibility to travel abroad, to live in foreign countries, to visit uh, many conferences. I don't know. It's so utopical for me. It's so far away from me. What I normally like to do is, for example, I like to have a look on my atlas, to look on all these maps and see which countries there are, and with Skype contacts they tell me about their country, and I'll have my map. I use this map. This is my favorite map, and I have often used it in Skype conversations, speaking with somebody in Latin America, and then he tells me about the culture of the country, the geography, and I have a look at my map and which cities there are, and if what is it a mountain region? Are there any lakes, and so on? This is very interesting for me, but I can never see these sites in reality, only on the map with some internet links and so on. So this is typically for a home polyglot, having the enjoyment of visiting foreign countries only on the map which I hold in my hands, and not sitting in means of transport, in the planes, in the trains, in the cars, and moving around. Okay, so the creation of a new word is home polyglot in contrast to travel polyglot. And that's what my talk was about. Thank you for listening, and bye-bye. And I hope to see people on Skype and somewhere else in the internet. Bye-bye.